Today in Cloud Gaming News, we have some very interesting information that could lead to huge updates for Xbox Cloud Gaming, but to kick things off, we're going to be taking a look at the latest GFN Thursday. This week's biggest highlight has to be Genshin Impact, as it's one of the biggest free-to-play titles out there right now. If somehow you haven't heard of this game yet, it's an epic fantasy adventure that can be played entirely in single player or with up to 3 other friends in cooperative play. It's a beautiful, massive open world, and best of all, it's entirely free to play if you choose to play it that way. That's not to say there's no microtransactions, as this is a gacha style game, but trust me when I say that you do not need to spend a single dime to beat all the content that's available here to play. In fact, you wouldn't be hard pressed to find plenty of people within the community who play this game to actually take a lot of pride in the fact that they haven't spent any money and are enjoying the game to its fullest. To celebrate the release of Genshin Impact on GeForce NOW, any members who have subscribed and have opted into the reward system will receive an email for a starter kit that can be claimed through the NVIDIA Rewards redemption portal. The rewards include 10,000 Mora to purchase various items, 5 fine enhancement ores to enhance weapons, 3 squirrelfish, and 3 northern apple stews for fuel. Along with this, you'll also receive 10 adventures experience points to level up characters. Now, if you haven't already opted into the reward system, it's very easy to do so. I'll put a link to it in the description below. You simply log into your NVIDIA account, select GeForce NOW from the header, then you scroll down to rewards and click update rewards settings. From there, you simply check the box and you'll start receiving special offers and in-game goodies whenever they're available. While Genshin Impact is certainly the biggest game arriving this week, it's far from the only one, so let's quickly take a look at the list of games that will be arriving alongside it. First up, you have Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, Airborne Kingdom, Fishing North Atlantic, Immortal Life, King Arthur Knight's Tale, Sim Airport, and Skeleton Crew. It is worth pointing out that Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 will be free to claim on the Epic Games Store between June 23rd to June 30th, so be sure to do so to enjoy an entirely free game. But now let's move over to the Xbox Cloud Gaming news of the day, and I have to say there's some very exciting developments happening over there. At the recent XFest, which is Microsoft's game developer event, they started talking about Xbox Cloud Gaming and ways they can reduce latency and optimize for the best mobile experience. On top of that, mouse and keyboard support is confirmed to be coming soon, and I'm gonna try and break it all down for you the simplest I can. When it comes to latency, they're introducing something called direct capture, which is supposed to save up to 72 milliseconds of latency. This is a very notable improvement. What direct capture really does is that it eliminates waiting for VSync, waiting for double or triple buffering to flip, and scaling to and from a non-existent TV when playing through the cloud. These sorts of things make a lot of sense when you're playing locally, but definitely not while being streamed, because the process of getting the game onto your display is very different. So what Microsoft is essentially doing here is removing all the extra steps that apply only to local play to make sure that they can reduce latency as much as possible going forward. The way it was being discussed certainly made it sound like direct capture is something currently benefiting Xbox Cloud Gaming, and it may very well be the reason why some games seem to run much better than others. It is important to note that at this point in time, direct capture currently has some limitations, such as the max resolution being 1440p, and when it comes to scaling and dynamic resolutions alongside HDR, it's simply not supported just yet. The wording that Microsoft uses here makes it sound like that sort of support is on the way. Speaking of which, they definitely seem to be hinting toward a higher resolution than 1080p being supported on Xbox Cloud Gaming coming at some point. And since we're on the topic of resolution, they also talked about being able to adjust resolutions for mobile displays to fit the full screen rather than having black bars. All of this quality of life improvements is nothing but a good thing for the user experience, and it's great to see that Microsoft seems to be pushing this sort of update pretty fast. And as if that weren't enough, they went on to talk about mouse and keyboard support for Xbox Cloud Gaming as well, as it's already in the works and should be arriving somewhat soon. And that's going to be a huge win for PC gamers who have been requesting this feature for some time now. What I find really interesting though is that I do think this opens up the possibility of PC titles being on Xbox Cloud Gaming. For example, something like Age of Empires 4 is currently only available on PC, but letting it be on Xbox Series X hardware or Series S hardware with mouse and keyboard support would be a huge win. Who knows though, after all, they don't seem to port the game over natively simply because there's no way of adding controller support. Maybe cloud gaming can change some things. And while that covers the features that are currently being worked on for Xbox Cloud Gaming, they also went on to announce some games coming to Game Pass. Starting today on the cloud, you can stream Naraka Blade Point and Shadowrun Trilogy, and on July 1st, you can then enjoy Far Cry 5. For non-cloud gamers, console and PC will be able to enjoy FIFA 22, and PC users will be able to get Total War 3 Kingdoms. It's a pretty okay lineup of games, not the strongest by any means, but I will say Naraka Blade Point is worth checking out if you're interested at all in the Battle Royale genre. On top of this, 10 more games are getting Xbox touch controls, and that's for Broken Age, Bugsnax, China Down Detective, Kraken Academy, Life is Strange True Colors, Ninja Gaiden 1 through 3, The Dungeon of Null Buick, and The Last Kids on Earth. Titles leaving Game Pass include FIFA 20, Jurassic World Evolution, Last Stop, and MotoGP 20. Xbox has also brought back a pretty great deal for anyone who doesn't have PC Game Pass or Ultimate currently. If that sounds like you can currently take advantage of a deal that will give you 3 months for the low price of $1. This offer is available till June 30th. Now, I have heard that some people who have let their subscription lapse are starting to see this offer available for them. That being said, the actual Xbox news post does say it's only for new members. So if you're interested and have subscribed before, maybe give it a quick look and see if you qualify. And with that, we've wrapped up this Cloud Gaming News Day. If you enjoyed the video at all or found it helpful, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out. And if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. As always, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. This has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming related. And until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.